In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the 3 most important numbers or metrics that you need to know in your e-commerce business to grow. Hey, what's up everybody? I want to dive right into the content today. So let's go to the first metric you need to know, and that is cost per purchase. All right, so cost per purchase. A lot of times we talk about this in the context of just Facebook ads. If you're a Shopify seller, if you're an e-commerce seller, a lot of people talk about Facebook ads and the CPP or the cost per acquisition or cost per purchase. But I would encourage you to also, in addition to looking at cost per purchase per platform like Facebook ads, to look at this on an overall basis among all your marketing platforms. So first of all, what is cost per purchase? Well, it's simply just like it sounds. It's how much it's costing you in all your advertising efforts to get a new customer. So, however much you're spending on advertising per month divided by the number of sales, that gives you your cost per purchase. So the first thing that you need to do, as kind of mentioned earlier, is you need to know CPP per platform. So look at where you're advertising. If you are advertising on, with influencers, you can look at how much you're spending with each influencer, look at the number of sales, divide those numbers, and you can find out, hey, on influencer marketing, it's costing me about $5, $10 to get a sale. Okay, you can look at Facebook ads. That's probably gonna be the most common one. You can look in your dashboard, but Facebook ads have been a little bit hard to track lately, and there's some different tools to do that, but you need to know per platform. So how much is it costing you on Facebook? How much is it costing you with influencers? How much is it costing you, in all the different places that you're advertising? The second way to measure cost per purchase is CPP overall. So I would do this, on at least a monthly basis. I would look at all 3 of these metrics that we're going to talk about kind of on a monthly basis. But CPP overall, you're just taking the total amount you spent on advertising overall in all your efforts, dividing that by the number of purchases you got that month. And that would give you your CPP just overall, right? And that's an important one to look at, because then you can look at, hey, are you profitable overall among all your advertising platforms? So that's a good one to look at. Second metric to know is conversion rate. Conversion rate is the percentage of people that are buying out of the total number of people that are landing on your website. So for instance, if you have 100 people land on your website and 2 of them purchase, that's a 2% conversion on that landing page or on your website. So again, I would recommend that you look at this on a monthly basis, but all that you do is you can take the total number of unique visitors. So let's say that's 100 over a given time. You divide that by the number of sales. So let's say you got 3 sales. That gives you a 3% conversion. So usually your conversion rate will tell you whether you need to improve your website or, just leave it like it is, right? You might need to add more social proof. You might need to improve your product photos or your, the ease of use going through your different pages. But your conversion rate will tell you, should you improve or are you good on your actual website design and feel and the elements that you have on your website. The average conversion rate, just for reference, on Shopify or e-commerce is about 2%. So if your store is doing better than 2 out of 100 every 100 clicks you get, or if it's doing worse, that will tell you kind of, are you beating the average and do you need to improve? If you're loving this deep dive today, you love getting into the nitty gritty and learning the numbers, I want to tell you about a program we have called Add to Cart Blueprint. Add to Cart Blueprint is a course that goes in depth on this kind of stuff. Specifically, it teaches you what metrics to look for and then how to improve your website and your product pages for maximum conversion and get you more add to carts. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, go check out kerryegler.com/ATC. We'll put that link down in the description, and the best part is it's a $37 program, so you're gonna get a ton of knowledge, a ton of deep training for like $37. Go check it out. The third thing to look at is probably my favorite, and that is average order value, right? The easiest way to increase your profits is to increase your average order value. The average order value is simply, on average, how much are you selling per customer? This helps you identify how much each customer is buying on average. Now, you're gonna see different orders on your store, right? You're gonna see people buying 1 item, you're gonna see people buying 2 or 3 items, but you need to look at, again, probably on a monthly basis to track whether this is improving or declining. What is your average order value? How much are people spending on average per order? Now, the 2 easiest ways to increase your average order value are with upsells. So let's talk about that real quick. Adding additional upsells into your store. There are a number of ways to do upsells on your store. If you're using Shopify, there's a bajillion different apps. You can do these on the product page. You can do these after the add to cart button. In the checkout, you can do these on the thank you page. You can even do one-click upsells after they've checked out. These are all great ways to do upsells, but this is the simplest opportunity, the easiest opportunity to make more sales, to make more profits, and increase your average order value is through upsells, and most people aren't doing it. The second way is, I'm just gonna call it follow-up. Now, what I mean by follow-up is your email, your social media, your retargeting ads, SMS, these kind of things, these follow-up systems can drastically increase your average order value. The biggest reason for that is that existing customers or second-time customers spend way more on average than first-time customers. So if you are just relying on first-time customers, you are probably going to be selling a lot less. But if you really ramp up your follow-up game, you really ramp up your email marketing, your retargeting ads, your SMS efforts, you will see that your average order value will go up even without doing anything else, just going and trying to increase your sales volume from existing people, not even existing customers, just existing people that are on your email list or following you on social media or have joined your text message list. If you put a little more effort there, you will see your average order value go up. And then when you combine these 2 things, when you have really strong upsells along with a really strong follow-up game, you really start to see that average order value go through the roof. The most important thing I want you to know is that you need to be measuring your performance in your e-commerce business. There's a great quote out there that says, what you measure improves, right? So if you don't measure it, you can't make it better. So make sure you know your numbers, that you're measuring those on a monthly basis, and that will show you where you need to improve in your e-commerce business. If you enjoyed this video and you want to help me increase my likes conversion rate, make sure you hit that like button and also consider subscribing and ringing the bell. That'll make sure you get notifications whenever we put out new videos. See you in the next one.